Have you ever gotten that feeling lately when you look at your computer that it's not really working for you anymore? That maybe, just maybe, it's working for someone else? If that sounds familiar, well, you are definitely not alone. There's this growing frustration, this feeling that something fundamental has shifted with the most popular operating system on the planet.
And that really brings us to a huge question, maybe the question. Is your computer still actually yours? It sounds a little dramatic, I know, but it's the real question at the heart of a major user backlash that's been building up. So today, we're going to dig into why so many people are starting to feel this way. And look, we're not just talking about a few annoying pop-ups or, another clunky update. Nope, what we're seeing is way bigger. People have started calling it the Windows rebellion. It's this growing crisis of confidence between users and the company that's pretty much defined the personal computer for decades.
This quote, wow, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The argument is that the whole point of the operating system has completely flipped. It used to be a tool to help you get things done. Now, the argument is that it's become a tool to extract data from you, all for the benefit of shareholders. Let's really break that down.
Okay, so to really get what's going on with this whole rebellion, you have to see that there are two totally different stories playing out at the exact same time. On one side, you've got Microsoft as a business, and they are absolutely crushing it. But on the other side, you've got a whole lot of longtime loyal users who feel like their experience is just, well, getting worse.
And this really lays out that huge disconnect. You can see it right here. For Microsoft, the priorities seem pretty clear. Keep that stock price climbing and go all in on AI. But for the user, their reality is something else entirely. It's a day-to-day experience that feels like it's going downhill, alongside these really serious growing fears about privacy and control.
This chart just says it all, doesn't it? It's so simple. As Microsoft's stock value shoots for the moon, user trust seems to be heading in the complete opposite direction. And it's that huge, widening gap that is pouring fuel on the fire of this Windows rebellion.
All right, so what's the actual evidence here? What are the specific things that are making people so upset? Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the key complaints that are turning, general frustration into an actual full-blown movement. So the tipping point for a lot of this recent anger, the thing that really set things off, is this one powerful new AI feature. It's called Recall, and honestly, it's become this total lightning rod for criticism, because it basically sums up everything users are worried about.
So what exactly is Recall? Well, in a nutshell, it's an AI that is constantly taking snapshots of your screen, non-stop. The goal is to build this perfect, searchable, photographic memory of everything you've ever done on your PC. And yeah, you can see how that might be useful, but the privacy alarm bells went off immediately. Massive red flags for both regular users and security experts.
But here's the thing. Recall is really just the tip of the iceberg. This whole rebellion is being fed by three main things. First, this super aggressive push for AI. Second, this feeling that your data is constantly being collected. And third, the way you're always being nudged or even forced to log in with an account. Each one of these on its own just eats away at that feeling that you're in control of your own machine.
And when you put all these pieces together, it leads to a much, much bigger question, almost a philosophical one. Are we watching the very idea of a personal computer change right in front of us? What does personal even mean anymore when this is the direction things are headed? This table breaks it down perfectly. The old school way of thinking about a PC, you were the operator, you were in the driver's seat, it was your tool. But in this new model, the argument goes, you've become the product. Your actions, your data, that's what's valuable, and that's what's being analyzed. So here's the bottom line. The absolute core fear that's driving this entire Windows rebellion is this: the feeling that your personal computer is transforming from a tool that you own, something that you control, into a service that actually uses you, a service that uses your data for its own goals.
And that, of course, brings us to the future. And it's a huge, almost existential question for literally every single person who uses a computer. Because the choices being made right now about AI, about data, about who really owns what, these are going to define the devices that we all use for years and years to come.
So, where do we go from here? We've seen this massive disconnect, right? Corporate value is skyrocketing, while user trust is shaky at best. We've looked at the evidence, from a really aggressive AI, like Recall, all the way to this deep-seated fear that we're not the customer anymore, we're the product. And it all boils down to one final, critical question that this rebellion forces us to ask. As our computers get smarter and more connected, what does the word personal truly mean anymore? Is it about privacy? Is it about control? Is it about ownership? The Windows rebellion is a huge sign that this is a question we all seriously need to start asking.